Hi everyone, coming at you live from my office floor because I'm getting everything ready to do the candles. And I was looking at the glass jars I bought and was trying to find the size and looked at the side and realized I bought plastic jars. Yes, I bought plastic jars for my hot candle wax. So time to go back to the craft store and buy some glass ones because I don't have any extras laying around. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am making citronella candles. For the first time ever, never done anything with candles, wax, or anything like that before. I was just sitting outside a few weeks ago and was tired of all the bugs and wanted them to get away and didn't want to cover myself in bug spray. So I did some reading online, and it turns out you can make your own citronella bug repellent candles using pure citronella essential oils and then some wax and some jars, candle wicks, all that, which I'll show you in this video. Hope you guys like it. A few hours later, we are now back home, got glass jars now. I'll show you guys in a second. So glad that's resolved. So here is what you need, kind of an overview. So you'll need soy wax. This can come in shredded flakes, big flakes. You can buy it online. I just bought it from my local craft store. Got the 4-pound pack. Then you will need glass jars. Please make sure you get glass. These are kind of big, I know. Then I just bought some wax-coated wicks from the craft store as well. There's 6 of them in here. Then I just have some measuring cups to measure the wax in. And then I'm making my own double boiler with just a pot that'll fill with water and a metal bowl. Make sure you have a metal or glass bowl for this. I have this insect repellent blend that has both citronella and cedarwood oil. You'll need scissors for cutting wicks. I have some pencils in case I need to tie the wicks around. And then I just have some old crayons to add some color. I have my trusty hot glue gun and a cookie sheet to put the jars on in the oven. You know it's kind of a lot, but most of this you'll probably have at home. I suggest instead of doing what I did, buy your wax and your wicks on Amazon. You can get way more for a lot cheaper. Okay, so my glue gun is heating up on high. I have the jars off my lids. The jars off my lids. The lids off my jars. And now I have my little food scale. So this is what my wax looks like. It's just small little flakes. And I'm basically just gonna open it and scoop out until I get to a pound. Exactly. Gun is preheating on high. It's just about done. I have my 4 mason jars, 9-inch pre-waxed wicks with the wick clips on the bottom, pint jars. These 9-inch wicks are actually perfect because this is them at the bottom and you're supposed to have a couple inches at the top to wrap around of the wick left over. So this is like perfect. And so over on my stove right now, I have a pot filled with water, and you want to get that to about boiling. And then I am going to set my oven onto the lowest setting just to keep the jars warm, so that way there's no like cracking of the wax because of the temperature difference when you pour it in the jars. And so I've read like a bunch of different articles, and everything I've read kind of shows something a little bit different, which is a little frustrating. But the important thing is you need to let the wax sit in here for 48 hours before you try to light it. And the kind of a couple things I've read is like you warm the jars in the oven, you pour the melted wax, and then you turn the oven off and you keep the door closed and you put them back in the oven and just let them cool like overnight. So I think we'll try that. Okay. My hot glue is heated up, so let's get some of these glued up. my first wick is in. As you saw, I had to use a pencil to push the wick down. So this pencil's come in handy. Now let's do the rest. Okay, so now I have all 4 jars have the wicks. As you guys kind of saw, I just totally guessed where to put them. Put them with the wicks in. So now I'm just gonna take these extra wicks, roll them around a pencil, hold them tight, and then they'll be ready for the oven. The jars are ready to go in the oven. We will bring these over. Oh wait, I just realized I put one on a crayon and crayons melt in the heat. Okay, just kidding, we're replacing them with a crayon with a pencil. Now we are going to start melting the wax. I have my water heating up. I have my bowl. I have my 1 pound of wax, soy wax, all measured out. Oh, and I dropped some. I'm just going to pour that in here. I'm going to place this. Hot up my now we have a double boiler. Okay, so I reduced the heat to medium. You can see around the edges, it's getting a little liquidy. I have this Terra Shield Repellent blend. It's about 1.5% citronella oil, 1.5% cedarwood oil, and what I read online was per pound of wax, you want 1 ounce of this. So we're just gonna measure out 1 ounce since we have a pound. So the wax is melting. Kind of looking like olive oil. I finally got the little cap off. So now, just pour it in. Okay, so the wax is just about melted. So I've taken the wrapper off my blue crayon and I'm just gonna break it in. From what I read online, this is an easy way to add some color to your candle. So we'll just, you can see the streaks, it's starting to melt. Also, make sure you use some sort of pot holder, oven mitt. Our oil, it's all measured, it is ready to go. I'm just going to let this crayon melt in the candle and then we'll be good to go. The crayon has melted into the candle wax. And from what I've read online, the color appears a lot darker at first. When the wax sets, the color pales down a bit. I am just going to add my oil. We are just going to give that a good stir. So my oven's still on. The double boiler is still going. But I am going to take out my jars. They've been sitting, they're warmed. I am now going to turn off my oven, but keep the door closed to keep in the warmth. Just gonna mix this up one last time. I have my double boiler on low. Okay, so didn't quite get as much out of that as I thought I would. I have 1 full candle here, and then I was able to put the extra and just start a base. They look really pretty. So I'm going to put these 2 candles, the full one, the one with the base, into the warm oven and let this sit overnight. And then after that, I'll move it to the counter and let it sit for about another 36 hours or so. Okay, so the candles have been sitting in the oven with it off for over 48 hours now. Actually, it's been like 72 because I got nervous and kept them in another day just in case they weren't ready. So we're gonna take them out now, see how they look. Ooh, look, the blue is like so much lighter. Oh, I spilled some on the sheet. Look at them! They came out so pretty. So they cracked a little bit on the top. And to be honest, I think that was my fault because when they came out, I was worried that the wick was coming off a little bit. So I pulled the wick up a little bit as it was setting, so I think that was my fault. And if you remember, this second candle, I put the extra in. So we'll just center that wick a little bit, and when I make the next candle this weekend, I'll just put whatever extra is in here. Okay, so we took the tape off. Now, ooh, this wick is very stuck. I'm just gonna unravel this and cut it. So, I think the wick I had was a 9-inch. As you can see, it's pretty tall, but actually for the height of this candle and like rolling the pencil up, this actually worked out really well. So I actually happen to have some wick cutting scissors. So I'm just gonna cut this a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's a little higher than I wanted. We're gonna cut it again. And then this is ready. Put the lid on and ship it. So it's a gift, so I'm not gonna get to use it for myself. I'll use this one. All right. Look at how pretty. I kind of just want to keep it on a table. I really like it. Now you can just take the lid off, light your candle, and sit outside and not have any bugs bother you. For my DIY Citronella candles. I hope you guys like these. I may never eventually get to use my actual candle because I seem to keep giving them away whenever I make one. Since I filmed this video, I made another one and have shipped it off as well as a gift. So eventually I'll get to use it for myself. But I really hope you guys like this video. Please let me know what else you'd like to see me do, and I will see you guys soon with another video. Bye!